day, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks another milestone as we declare the accomplishment of our learners who will be moving on to the next chapter of their lifelong education. Today, we also give recognition to our learners' resilience, dedication, and determination as they overcome this year's challenges in their educational journey. This momentous event, we also acknowledge our heartfelt gratitude to our parents and guardians for their unending guidance and support for our learners. In spite of holding our graduation ceremonies through virtual, still, its purpose of marking the beginning of another learning adventure of these learners are truly significant. Graduating learners, guests, stakeholders, teachers, visitors, friends, welcome to the 44th graduation ceremonies of SINUSA Integrated School. I am Nolan Iharda, your Master of Ceremony.
Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit ng baga, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang hinamahan. Ang islap ng watawat, may tagumpay na nagmimingming. Ang bituing at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilig. Lumalang araw ng wag at pagsinta mo ay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya na pag may makapit ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
nga ika'y di nagbabago, mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Kayo'y ibuti mo, Panginoon, sa lahat ng oras, sa bawat araw. Ika'y laging kapag kong magmahal. Ang iyong kaawaan ay magpawalang hanggan. Pinupuri, sinasamba kita, dakilang Diyos at Panginoon. Tunay ngang ika'y walang katulad, tunay ngang ika'y di nagbabago, mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Pinupuri, sinasamba kita, dakilang Diyos at Panginoon. Tunay ngang ika'y walang katulad, tunay ngang ika'y di nagbabago, mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Tunay ngang ika'y walang katulad, tunay ngang ika'y di nagbabago, mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Mabuting Diyos na sa amin nagmamahal. Nagmamahal.
Diyos sa miyang Mindanao mabuhay, mahal na mong natawan. Mauswagon, masidlakon, malipayon, pagpalo sa katawan. Magpapiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon. Isa ka lumego maang magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang kalima, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang kalima, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Pagpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Pagpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
To our school's Division Superintendent, Ma'am Jean G. Veloso, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Myra P. Mibato, CID Chief, Ma'am Anaklita Igakasan, SGUD Chief, Ma'am Susan Epifania B. Carpio, our Education Program Supervisors, District 10 Supervisor, Ma'am Minerva D. Barola, visitors, friends, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful morning to one and all. Welcome to this 44th graduation ceremonies with a theme, Kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. We gathered here today to celebrate and witness the momentous event of our life. Our graduation ceremonies, elementary years, has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared for us for the future. These past 6 years have been involved some of the most memorable and influential moments of our lives. I am filled with the excitement and anticipation as the next stage in my life is about to begin. But without the support of our parents or guardian and our teachers, we may not have made it to this day. They have been there for us since the beginning, guiding us, helping us, and watching us grow. Now, we are ready to move forward in the next level of educational heights. May the Almighty Father continue to guide us as we follow the direction towards the attainments of our dreams. Thank you for listening.
Jean G. Veloso, Schools Division Superintendent. In my capacity as school head of SINUSA Integrated School, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the school year 2020-2021, composed of 22 boys and 18 girls, a total of 40 graduating pupils, of which 11 pupils have achieved with honors. I further certify that these pupils have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for graduation from elementary curriculum of the K-12 basic education program prescribed by the Department of Education. Madam, they are now ready for your confirmation.
By virtue of the authority vested in the office of the Schools Division Superintendent by the Secretary of the Department of Education, Honorable Leonor Magtulis-Briones, and with the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed the academic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 basic education curriculum for elementary. In this month of July in the year of our Lord 2021 in Ozamis City, I hereby confirm your graduation with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations! Education continues amid the pandemic. This has been our battle cry, which we victoriously achieve upon the graduation and completion of our learners in this first ever school year, when blended distance learning was the best option for a safe learning continuity. The journey of school year 2020-2021 has not been easy. However, it has unleashed in the most tangible manner what it truly means about education being a shared responsibility among the school, the home, and the community. We are very grateful and blessed with the remarkable partnership among the teachers, the parents, barangay officials, the Ascenso Ozamis administration, and our national officials, as highlighted by our Paaralan sa Tahanan project. This noble partnership is fueled by the unwavering love, hope, and aspiration for a better Ozamis City and a better Philippines, which master key is our unity and persistence in providing quality education for our young Ozamisnans, with or without the pandemic. To our dear graduates and completers, our Ozamis Diamonds, we are very proud of you for enduring the whole school year despite the abrupt changes of the learning modalities. Thank you for diligently answering your modules and worksheets and for listening and viewing the supplementary radio and TV-based learning episodes. We did our best and we promise to continue making things better next year and beyond, as what the graduation theme says, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic. You just have to continue pursuing your dreams the best and safest ways possible, with courage, optimism, and discipline. To our dear graduates and completers, and their proud parents, on behalf of the Ozamis City family, the steward of the Ozamis Diamonds, congratulations! God bless our pure intentions and noble undertakings. Sulong Kalidad, Sparkle Ozamis Diamonds, Ascenso Ozamis.
A great day to everyone. My warmest and sincerest congratulations to our dearest 2021 graduates who hurdled the seemingly unsurmountable obstacles pandemic has brought to our newly concluded school year. We cannot be prouder to know that you persevered despite the odds and setbacks. Truly, every graduation is a victory against ignorance, a victory against mediocrity, and of course, a victory in accomplishing learning that will equip you in transforming your dreams into reality. This is no small feat. This is a great accomplishment that all of us in the city of Ozamis take pride in. I am humbled and honored to be a part of this occasion that celebrates and recognizes your hard-earned victory, may there be a state of public health emergency or calamity. Now that you have gained more knowledge and developed more of your values, we look forward that your generation will use the same to fight against prejudice, misinformation or fake news, intolerance, and prejudgments in our society, most importantly, in the social media, so that future generations will be nurtured to think critically, voice their opinions conscientiously, and exercise their rights responsibly for the good of our country. We know that this will take a Herculean effort on our part to accomplish this, especially in this age of entitlement. But with your vitality, energy, and determination, I am confident that we will be able to achieve, if not usher, a new era, no longer of entitlement, but rather of enlightenment. I would also like to congratulate the parents who tirelessly exerted efforts and made so many sacrifices to send you to school, to cultivate your minds, and in order to help you build a better future. A future made more certain through education. Thank you so much for your invaluable contributions in making a better society that will not only benefit your children or family, but also the entire Ozamistan community and ultimately our beloved Philippines. To the parents and benefactors of graduating class 2021, I salute you all, and I give you my enduring gratitude and continuing respect. And of course, to our educators, our teachers, whose efforts and determination to ensure that our pupils and students will continuously learn in the face of overwhelming challenges brought about by this pandemic, my sincerest thanks and heartfelt appreciation for everything you have done. I know it was not easy to brave the uncertainty in your lives and limbs due to the risks associated with the sustained outbreak of COVID-19 by your continuous reporting. Nonetheless, all of you persevered and embraced the great responsibility to ensure learning continuity. May your example of being staunch advocates of selfless public service inspire others. We are all with you until this battle is won and beyond. And congratulations once again to all of you. Together, we shall move towards Ascenso Ozamis. Thank you, and may God continue to bless us all.
School Division Superintendent Jen Veloso, the district officials, principals, teachers, parents, and our local government officials, the Asinso Osamis team, headed by Mayor Sanso Fernando Waminal. A pleasant day to everyone. My warmest congratulations to all our dear, diligent graduating students who are now ready to embark onto a new adventure ahead. You all did great in surpassing the mounting challenges to finish your studies amid the turmoil that the country faces due to the pandemic. As such, we also celebrate this success together with your supportive parents and your hardworking teachers. You reach to this point of success together with the collective effort of a caring community who are concerned in giving you a bright future ahead. According to a Greek philosopher, Aristotle, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. More than a year after a global declaration of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are still faced with the peculiar situation wherein momentous events, even in our children's lives, cannot be physically shared with many of our loved ones. It is so real that is the second graduation that we do not come together to celebrate our children's victory. However, hope is starting to bloom again in our heart. With the arrival of the vaccines in our district, I am optimistic that we will see each other again very soon. We thank the leadership of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte in ensuring that we in the 2nd District of Misamis Occidental will also benefit from the influx of vaccine to the Philippines. To our local government officials, the Asinso Osamis team, headed by Mayor Waminal, for their efforts in the rollout of vaccination in the city of Osamis. The pandemic is a gargantuan challenge to the educational community, confronted with the reality that face-to-face classes is still not an option. The Department of Education continues to search for ways to improve distance learning with focus on technology-based programs. In strengthening the quality of Philippine education, the Department of Education aims to empower not only the students but also the teachers and the parents. There may be a shift in the educational method, but one thing is still true to the day. Every graduate is a product of symbiosis. Our dear graduates, through your graduation is muted because of the pandemic. May this serve as a reminder to all of you that education does not end in the four walls of the classroom. Take the opportunity to observe your surroundings, to witness the purpose of your education, to transform you into a man or a woman for others. Witness how your parents, despite facing the challenge of the possibility of losing the jobs due to the business closures caused by the pandemic, continue to maintain a brave face and determination to ensure that all your needs will be fulfilled as you finish your education. Witness how your teachers, despite their own personal struggles, continue to pursue excellence to ensure that the academic legacy they will leave you will aid you throughout your life. Witness the doctors and nurses who continue to give their all to their patients despite the exhaustion caused by the prolonged pandemic. Witness all the uniformed personnel who continue to fight our nation's security, this time against an unseen hand. Witness how your leaders have sacrificed and shared in the struggle just to continue delivering the services that our community needs. Even this representation, despite the strict precautions I have taken, had acquired COVID in the course of my dealings only to provide unhampered services to our people, no matter the attendant risks I may encounter. This we did to make sure that COVID vaccines would be timely delivered in our district, that the ayuda would be distributed to every household, and that the concerns of our people would be given attention to. Witness, therefore, all the men and women who continue to choose to prioritize others before thinking of themselves. Just for you, our youth will have a better life ahead. Indeed, this pandemic made us realize that the Philippines is overflowing with selfless men and women. The experience teaches us that in everything we do, we must do it out of love, not only for ourselves, but also for others. Dear graduates, the whole nation is fighting for our survival, so that you, our next generation of leaders, will be given the opportunity to change the landscape of the Philippines. I congratulate you, our dear graduates, and all the devoted men and women who stood strong behind you during these difficult times to carry your things, to carry you through this amazing accomplishment. A job well done indeed. Mabuhay, ang daghang salamat sa inyong tanan.
Isang maalab at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis-Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape, and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rights, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng puong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
To all the graduates, I sincerely congratulate all of you for having another victory in your life. And in spite of the uncertainties that we are facing today, we may not be sure of what lies ahead. We may not be sure if the skills and the lessons you have learned today are still applicable in the future. But always remember this, that everything can be learned. New things can be learned. What is permanent and what will always stand out are the values of a good Christian that your school, your church, the Bible, and your parents have taught you. I want you to dream big and aim high and never be afraid to fail. And when you are there on top, always remember this. It's not about having lots of money, a nice car, a nice home. It's not about what you have. It's not about the titles and positions you are in, because you cannot bring it with you. It's about being able to help others. It's about what you do with what you have. It's about saving someone's life. It's all about pulling in somebody to succeed like you. It's about making a difference. It's about putting a smile in someone else's face. And when you make our Father in Heaven smile, that's where you succeed. Sa atong mga graduates, I thank you for being able to attain this victory in your life. Congratulations. Alang sa atong mga ginikanan, congratulations ninyong tanan. Among gibati ang kalisod sa inyong giagian tungod kay kami usab usa ka ginikanan. Ato karong nasinati ang kalisod sa panahon, panbisad pantuod sa laing nahitabo nga pamaagi sa pagtuon, ilampos gihapon kita. Hinoon, ato karong nasinati ang kahiusahan sa panimalay tungod kay ang atong mga anak naaraman sa atong balay nagtuon. O nanghinaot ko nga diya sa atong panimalay nga sinati sa atong mga kabatanunan ang pagbinahalay o pagtinabangay. Tungod kay human ining tanan nga sila mulampos silang pag-eskwela o sila manarbaho kada adlaw, muli gihapon sa ilang tagsa-tagsa ka panimalay puhon. Ang ilang kasinatian karon sa ilang panimalay, sa inyong panimalay, mahimo usab nga dakong kahigayunan nila nga mahimong pagtulunan, giunsa nato pagdala ang atong kabatanunan, paggiya o pagdisiplina niining panahona nga magamit nila puhon sa ilang tagsa-tagsa ka panimalay. And of course, ang inyong gihatag nga pagsuporta o pagtulunan nila sa simpleng pamaagi diha sa pagtinahuray o pagkigugmaay, pagpasensyahay o pagtinabangay, mahimo kaning dakong tabang nila sa ilahang pagpamuyo puhon. Daghang salamat, and I wish you all congratulations. God bless everyone.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To our school's division superintendent, Ma'am Jean G. Veloso, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Myra P. Mibato, CID Chief, Ma'am Anacleta A. Gakasan, SDOD Chief, Ma'am Susan Epifania B. Carpio, our Education Program Supervisors, our District 10 Supervisor, Ma'am Minerva D. Barola, visitors, friends, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful morning to one and all. It has been a long 6 years, but here we are, a graduate of SINUSA Integrated School Batch 2020-2021. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it by ourselves. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to the following people. To our teachers, ma'am, sir, thank you for unselfishly sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. Thank you for ensuring our journey to our success. Your efforts, commitment, and dedication to your work went beyond the call of duty. To our school heads, thank you for keeping things running smoothly so our teachers could concentrate on us. To our parents, ma, pa, nay, tay, salamat sa pagpadako, pagpangga, o pagsuporta kanamo. Walay makalabaw pa nga pulong nga makatugkad sa among dako nga pagpasalamat kaninyo. Sa tanan ninyo nga sakripisyo para kami motubo nga matarong og maayo. The best way we graduates can show our gratitude is to make the most of the opportunity we've been given and go forward into the world with the intention of making it a better place for the generations that follow us. Fellow graduates, this year's graduation theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, Lalong Patatagin sa Gitna ng Pandemya. This theme highlights that amidst COVID-19 pandemic, our delivery of education is still strong and continuous. And in fact, we, as graduates today, are a living testimony of it. Well, we may not have the power to inspire the entire world to strive for success, but we have the power to try to achieve it for ourselves. My challenge to each of you and to myself is to do all that you can do to reach your full potential. Today is the last day of our elementary years, but I believe our learning will actually start from today. We are proud to say that we successfully graduated amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for listening and mabuhay tayong lahat.
Pledge of Loyalty. We, the graduates of SINUSA Integrated School, on this day of our graduation, do hereby solemnly swear to uphold the principles for which our alma mater stands, to live up the noble expectations of our beloved parents and teachers, to dedicate our talents in fruitful service to the community and our God. Loyalty to our alma mater, so help me God.
Ang mga alaalang lumipas, tila ba kailan lang nang tayo namin iwanan ang nakaraan. Ngunit dahil sa munting pangarap, kailangan nating maglakbay. Paalam na aking kaibigan, guro at kamag-aral. Dala ko ang alaala na sa ating nagdaan. Ngunit nating mga pangarap, dalangin ko sa may kapal. Naway sa panibagong bukas, tayo ay magpaalam na aking kaibigan, guro at kamag-aral. Dala ko ang alaala na sa ating nagdaan. Ngunit nating mga pangarap, dalangin ko sa may kapal. Naway sa panibagong bukas, tayo ay magtagumpay.
The world followed what the new normal has dictated. Wearing of face masks, face shields, and observing social distancing are mandatory. The Department of Education continues providing quality instruction to our learners, not the traditional face-to-face program, but the blended distance learning. Our department is true to its promise despite of the COVID-19 pandemic. On behalf of SINUSA Integrated School, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the following who exerted possible means and efforts to attain our goal that education must continue and no learner shall be left behind during the school year 2020-2021. Jean G. Veloso, our school's division superintendent, for the guidance, supervision, monitoring of the instruction. Salamat kaayo for the quick and on-time release of the supplemental funds needed to procure supplies for module printing to our learners. Our parents who gave their trust to our teachers for their patience and perseverance in returning and getting of self-learning modules from September 2020 up to July 2021 for their children. Our pupils, the reason of our existence in school. We thank them for the time, energy, and effort for honestly answering the modules during the whole school year. Our teachers who showed their dedication and commitment towards their profession. Thank you very much for spending more than what is expected from you, especially on the printing of modules every day in order to catch up the desired number of modules so that learners will be given their share every week. The LGU Asinso Osamis, headed by our very young and dynamic City Mayor Sancho Fernando F. Waminal, for the untiring support so that every Osamis Diamond will learn while staying at home. Our barangay officials, headed by Honorable Herbert J. Lanaha, our barangay chairman, for being with us, responding the day-to-day needs of the school parents, and our learners during the school year. Our general PTE officers and active stakeholders who conducted Pahina, which made our school beautiful and a safe venue for our parents to return and get the self-learning modules every week. Commercial companies like Nestle Philippines, Colgate Philippines, for providing milk packs and dental kits for our learners during the school year. Private individuals and donors, thank you very much for the financial support which helped a lot to realize the school programs and projects during the school year. Above all, our Almighty Father, the source of everything we need to succeed in all our good undertakings. For without Him, we are nothing. Good day everyone. God bless and mabuhay tayong lahat.